picked as the right person for a job.
The defendant knew that you were legally blind when he hired you.
Yes.
So how did he discriminate against you?
He said that I was a liability.
Then, was she singled out?
He didn't feel like I was going to be able to do the job sufficiently.
How is he discriminating against you? He's giving you an opportunity to work.
You're right.
That's all. Just say you're right.
Judge Judy.
Miss Lee, this is what I gather. You were court-ordered to go for anger management classes.
Yes.
As a result of what?
Me and my husband had an altercation, and I physically slapped him.
Were the police called?
Yes.
Was this the first time that the police were called to your house?
Yes.
And did you, when you went to court, enter a plea in that case?
Yes, because it was my first... Sorry.
You entered a plea to what?
No content.
And your sentence was going to anger management.
Correct.
And the place where you went to anger management was a place that is run by the defendant, and the course was taught in anger management by his son.
Correct.
Is what I gather from your complaint. Now, in what month did she come for anger management classes at your school?
I believe, Judge, in January of 2019.
That is not true.
I like that.
Could you just tell me what month she came?
She came in July.
July of 2018.
That's correct.
And how long was your course there, Miss Lee?
6 weeks.
Did you attend?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
I'll let you in a second.
Okay.
Right now, sit.
Okay.
You attended?
Yes, ma'am, I did. The classes that I did miss, I was charged for, and I paid my courses.
Just a second.
So
that's not what I asked you.
Okay, okay.
The idea is not to pay for it. The idea is to go.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, during that time, were you and your husband living together?
Yes, we've lived together our whole marriage.
And you are legally blind.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you legally blind in July of 2018?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, this is what your lawsuit is.
Okay.
Your lawsuit says that the defendant gave you a job.
Correct.
As an assistant in his anger management school.
Correct.
And that he did two things. He didn't pay you for work that you did.
Correct.
And that he fired you, and so you're suing him for discrimination.
Correct.
Now, clearly, the defendant knew that you were legally blind when he hired you.
Yes.
So how did he discriminate against you?
When we went in for the interview, I told him about me receiving government assistance, and he did not want to sign the documents that I needed in order
You
for
get
me.
government assistance for what?
I received Social Security, and I was trying to work so that I can receive child care to go back to school in the fall.
Just a second. His job did not impact your Social Security.
It would have, but he decided that he wanted to pay me under the table so that he wouldn't have to pay taxes on me.
Just a second. Well, paying you in cash under the table is only valuable to you.
No, it's not valuable to me
But
because...
Just a second.
Okay.
He hired someone who was disabled.
Yes.
Did you have any experience at being an administrative assistant?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Give me the last job that you worked at as an administrative assistant. The last place that you worked.
I would consider customer service as administrative assistance for me personally, but if that's not...
I want you to give me the name of the last place that you worked.
Walmart.
In what month and year?
I've been disabled since 2017.
Prior to 2017, where did you work?
I've done a lot of jobs. I've worked
Okay, so that the defendant gave you a chance at a job, knowing that you were disabled. So I'm trying to figure out how he discriminated against you.
He discriminated against me because when I came in with documents saying that I need this in order to go and get child care assistance, he refused to sign the documents that I needed in order because he said that I was a liability and that he didn't want to pay taxes on me. That is very true.
And?
That was
just a second. And?
I personally feel like he didn't want to sign it because he never had intentions on paying me, because I personally feel like he didn't feel like I was going to be able to do the job sufficiently, and because I am legally blind, he was going to...
Then why would... Miss Lee, what doesn't make sense to me... Put your hand down.
Yes, ma'am.
What doesn't make sense to me, madam, is that if somebody hires somebody who is disabled, and if it doesn't work out, how is he discriminating against you? He's giving you an opportunity to work.
The discrimination comes from him not signing the documents.
Oh, well, forget it. Now, next.